Kentucky's famous bourbon is back on an easier path to getting poured into glasses around the world.
Europe has agreed to suspend a 25% import tax on Kentucky's signature alcohol. WDRB's Travis Ragsdale shows us how distillers are celebrating.
Distillers here in Louisville and across Kentucky are rejoicing after this change that they say was going to become even worse starting in December.
I'm so happy.
That's a nice summation of how bourbon makers across Kentucky are feeling. It was announced over the weekend that a tariff between the U.S. and European Union on whiskey exports would be lifted.
5 to 10 years before the tariffs were enacted in 2018, we were on a 98% growth trajectory. So the tariffs in 2018 were like slamming the brakes on a freight train.
It started in 2018 when former President Donald Trump put tariffs on incoming steel and aluminum from Europe. The European Union retaliated by placing a 25% tariff on American whiskeys. Prior to the tariffs, Kentucky bourbon was bringing in $560 million a year in global exports.
Since then, we've dropped about $200 million in exports. So about a 50% decrease in the EU and the UK.
But that hasn't stopped producers who held out hope that the tariff would eventually lift.
We've still been producing in hopes that the tariffs will be eliminated by the time today's bourbon is ready to drink in 6 or 8 years. I hope that we will ramp up exports again and we can get back to that 500 million plus market share as soon as possible.
And the timing couldn't have been better, with the tariff increasing from 25% to 50% in December.
You look at losing almost half of your export market with a 25% tariff. Imagine what a 50% tariff would have done.
The change in tariffs is expected to begin on January 1st. Travis Ragsdale, WDRB News.